Okay, chapter 5, Introduction to Euclid's Geometry. The word geometry comes from the Greek word geo, means earth, and metron means measure. So, geometry appears to have originated from the need of measuring land. Okay. Now, this branch of mathematics was studied in various forms in ancient civilization in Egypt, Babylonia, China, India, Greece, etc. Okay. Now see, as we have to measure the land, the use of geometry came in existence. Now see the examples they have given. Okay, go through that one. In India also we can see geometry was widely used in ancient time when we learn that history. Okay, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro civilizations, when you are seeing there also we can see cities were highly developed and very well planned one. Then roads were parallel to each other and there was an underground drainage system. In that time, that about 3000 BC, there was roads and parallel to each other and there was an underground drainage system. Okay, and houses had many rooms of different types. Different types means now we have rectangular shape rooms, no, then circular, triangular, like that different shapes are there. Okay, so bricks were clean fired and the ratio was 4:2:1. So these all shows that India also in geometry contributed a lot to the geometry. Okay, now that time altars where that Vedic fire for performing Vedic rites, where that fires are put, that Vedic altars are made in square shape, circular shape, like that. Okay, so that we will get from the Shalabha Sutra, that is manuals of geometrical constructions from we will get from Shalabha Sutra. Now we are going to learn here Euclid's geometry. Okay, then one look at that page number 79, last paragraph. The most famous people of Thales was Pythagoras. Last year it was asked for 1 mark question. So go through this chapter, read that one. You will get some MCQs or filling the blanks from this one itself. Okay, then Euclid's definition and axioms and postulates. The Greek mathematician of Euclid's time thought of geometry as an abstract model of world in which they lived. The notion of point, line, plane, and so on were derived from what was seen around them. Okay, now see from studies of the space and solids in the space around them, an abstract geometrical notion of a solid subject was developed. A solid has shape, size, position, and can move from one place to another. Its boundaries are called surfaces. They separate one part of the space from another and are said to have no thickness. The boundaries of the surface are curves or straight lines. These lines end in points. Now see this one. this is a solid. No, it has 3 dimension, that is length, breadth and some thickness. Okay, so when these things are there, so 3 dimension, length is there, height is there, then breadth is there. So here when we take a solid like that, these part is called surface. No, surface. Last year in 8th standard we have already discussed these things. Surface, when two surfaces are joined, that edges are called its line. Like edges, you see, these two surfaces when they meet, that edge is a line only. Okay, now so boundaries of surfaces are either lines or curves. Okay, then look at that 7 points given, page number 80. A point is that which has no part. So a point means what? If you are using a fine pen or a pencil, fine sharpened pencil, when you are making a dot with that we can call a point. No, point, we cannot give a definition because that is the basics things. Point, line segment, like that are all basics things. So it has no part, that means it has no length, breadth or thickness. A line is breadthless length. Line means what? A line. Point means this one. No, a point, if you are making a fine dot using a sharpened pencil, that is called a point. You can just explain that to someone, but we cannot give a definition. A line means breadthless length. This one is a line. Okay, breadthless, it has only length, breadth is not there. Okay, the ends of line are points. Ends of line are points. That means what? We the same meaning, same. See, ends of lines are not points. It is going to both the ends. That means it is endless. No, so here third one, whatever the line it is mentioned, it's not actually line, it is line segment. Okay, now we know that line means it is going to infinity on both ends, it is not ending. In third point, whatever discussed is not line, actually it is line segment, that is its ends are, two ends are there. Okay, then a straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on its. A straight line means what? See, we have so many points, a collection of points make a line. Okay, that is evenly spread, that is straight one. See, if you have taken like this, a points like this, we cannot call that as a line, zigzag one, no? So this here, a straight line means it is the points which are evenly spread. A surface that which has length and breadth only. A surface means what? This one is a surface which it has length and breadth. This paper is a surface, it has length and breadth. Okay, now a surface, I think it is clear now. The surface, nowadays we are using another word for that one as a plane. Okay, then edges of a surface are line. Now look at this one, this paper we take, that is a surface. Edge, you see, it is a straight line. no, h, that is the ending point of this one, whether it is length or breadth, it is straight line. Now third last one, a plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight lines on itself. Okay, so a surface means it is a collection of all the straight lines evenly lying on the face. See, we are taking so many straight lines like this, it will make a surface. Okay, see, if you carefully study these definitions, we find that some of the terms like breadth, length, evenly, point, part, that should be clearly explained, that we need some more explanation. Okay, see, a point, what is a point? From whenever from the, I think from 6th standard, 5th standard, whatever you are started learning geometry, from that you have hearing the word point. No, what is a point? Point means it is a breadthless, lengthless, thickless thing. Okay, a point, if you are making this one little bit bigger, that is this much, it has length, breadth and some thickness also. But a fine one, that is a dot that we cannot see clearly, that is a, actually it is a point. Okay, like in science we are discussing atom is the smallest part, no? So like that, point also. Okay, fine point, that is called, it has no length, no breadth, no thickness. Okay, now length, what do you mean by length? We cannot give a definition to length and breadth like that, no? So length, if you are taking some object, we can say, if you are taking this one, this part is the length of that one and this part is the breadth, we can show that, but we cannot clearly give the definition. Now so these things that we can that are the basic things of geometry. So without any definition we are taking it. So line segment, then point, surface, etc. are the basic concepts. We are accepting that without any definitions. Okay, now so please go through this chapter, this, then starting with its definition, Euclid assumed that certain properties which were not to be proved. These assumptions are actually obvious universal truth. He divided them into two types, axioms and postulates. He used the term postulate for the assumption that were specific to geometry, common notions. On the other hand, were assumptions used throughout mathematics, not specifically linked to geometry. See, some postulates and axioms are given there. Now, which are there? They have given 7th one. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. See, things which are equal to the same thing. We are discussing about the things. Okay. Now, if we are taking let us take some example. Okay, a box that is equal to another box. So the same, this box is equal to another one, so that all three boxes will be equal. Or 2, a number if you are taking 2 is equal to 1 2, the same 2 is equal to another 2, that means all 2's are equal. Now, so when we are taking a line segment, so line segment better we will discuss. AB is a line segment that is equal to CD. Okay, that is also a line segment, and AB is equal to EF. Okay, that means what? AB equal to CD and AB equal to EF means CD and EF are equal. Okay, line segment AB equal to line segment CD and line segment AB equal to EF, line segment EF. So these two things are equal to this one, that means these two things will be also equal. Then if equals are added to equals, the whole are equal. So if you are adding the same thing to, suppose if you are taking line segment AB, that is equal to line segment CD. Okay, we are adding a certain thing to this one and this one, so they will be equal. Okay, suppose you have 2 rupees, another 2 rupees. If you are adding 1 rupee to both will be 3 rupees. When it is considered in terms of line segment, we can take like that. Okay, same thing if you are adding to the equal, the whole will be equal. The statements you have to learn. If equals are subtracted from equal, the remainders are equal. That is the same way if we are subtracting the same, so suppose AB is equal to CD, then AB minus EF will be equal to CD minus EF. If you are say subtracting same thing from equal, they will be always equal. Now the whole is greater than part. Now suppose one circle is there, so we have divided into 4 equal parts. Now if you are taking one quadrant, that is 1/4 of this part. Okay, and the whole, which one will be bigger? The whole will be bigger than this part. No, that is we all know that one. When we divide a thing, the whole, the original one will be greater than this part. Then things which are double of the same things are equal to one another. So if we are add double a thing, so something AB, line segment, let us discuss. AB is equal to CD. 2 times AB will be equal to here 2 times CD. Okay, double will be equal. Now things which are half of the same things are equal to one another. So AB is equal to CD, then if you are putting that half, they will be equal. Okay, so these 7 axioms or postulates, statements you have to learn so that we can solve the problems. Okay, so read this much up to 81 page number. Then on Monday we will discuss the problems and learn this one.